Hey healers, today I'm going to take you through 10 minutes of yoga for menstruation when you're bleeding. Start by finding a comfortable seat or lying down. You might like to find a safe and comfortable space so that you can start to rest and feel through where the body's at. You might like to stay in your bed or come to a couch or come to a mat. You might like to grab yourself a tea. I've got myself chamomile and peppermint. Peppermint aids digestion and chamomile can be calming. You also might like to light a candle or an incense and grab a blanket, making sure you're comfortable. You're warm in the belly and in the kidneys, and making sure that there's nothing pressing on you too tightly, especially around the legs and the belly. Okay, so once you've found a comfortable seat, comfortable space, and once you're feeling nice and warm, we're going to focus on allowing our energy to move through us downward. We're going to encourage this downward energy, the prana vayu. Now we do that by making sure that our uterus is able to shed the uterine lining and allow the blood to flow. That means not doing inversions like handstands or placing our hips above our chest. That would be upana vayu, the upward energy. We're focusing on that downward energy today. We're allowing our body to release what no longer serves us. Bringing in some awareness to the body. So how am I feeling? You might like to repeat that internally. We're going to come to rest here. Coming as you are, however you feel, whatever clothes you have on, and wherever you are, whatever is your comfortable space. We're going to start with a reclined butterfly position. So you might like to grab a pillow. Allow your soles of your feet to touch. Creating a diamond with the legs, and you're resting your head onto the pillow. Making sure you keep warm. You might like to cover yourself with a blanket. In this position, you can take your feet further away from you. And you can make that diamond as the legs a little bit larger, or you can bring the legs a little bit closer. You're going to see how that feels for your thighs and your hips. If you're feeling any pain today, we're going to encourage our focus to come to the breath. So I'll talk you through the breath in a moment. But for now, we're setting up in a comfortable Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly. So if it's not comfortable, you might like to invite some movement with your hands. You might like to massage through the thighs. Noticing any areas of tension. You might like to inhale, bring the knees together. Exhale, allow them to fall apart. Once you find the right position, you might like to bring your hands to your uterus, your womb space, and start to rest here. You can bring your head and your gaze to be just above you, nice and neutral neck. Starting to settle, starting to rest here. We're welcoming in our bleed. Thank you for coming. Thank you for reminding me to rest. Thank you for cleansing what no longer serves. Thank you for creating a fresh, new space, for creativity to bloom, or for new life to begin. Now, staying in your reclined butterfly position, you may like to focus on the breath, especially if you're feeling any pain throughout your lower back and throughout your pelvis. The breath that I will invite is the golden thread breath. I learnt this breath through Katie Rose and Uma Dinsmore Tully. You breathe in through your nostrils, you breathe out through your mouth. Breathing in through your nostrils, breathing out through your mouth. Purse your lips and make a tiny little hole with your lips. Almost like you're whistling. And now you're going to imagine a long golden thread moving through your pursed lips as you exhale. So inhale normally through your nose. Exhale through pursed lips, imagining a long golden thread. And as you exhale, your body relaxes. You focus on this long golden thread coming through your lips and starting to ravel up into a little ball of golden thread of healing. The little ball of golden thread, as you exhale, moves to your womb space, to your uterus. You're imagining the golden thread bringing healing, space, gentleness, ease. Inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your pursed lips. The golden thread moves as you visualize it to wherever you need it to be. Keeping your golden thread breath with you whenever you need to focus on the breath and take your mind off the pain. We're still in our Supta Baddha Konasana, our reclined butterfly position. We're finding rest here. And when we're ready, we're really gently going to come up onto our elbows and push ourselves up into a forward fold. So you might like to keep the knees bent, take the feet a little bit wide, start to massage through the thighs, through the calves, through the ankles, through the arch in the foot, if that's available to you. And we're starting to bend here through the spine, keeping our golden thread breath, inhaling normally, exhaling through pursed lips. You might like to keep yourself covered here, staying nice and warm. Throughout our bleed, we want to make sure that we're doing less and we're resting more. We want to try to reduce our daily routine, invite more softness and ease. As we fold forward, our nervous system is encouraged to rest. Now you might like to flex through the feet. If that's available to you, you can keep a bent knee to protect the hamstrings, or you can straighten through the leg if that feels nice. We're going to pull the toes up towards us to stretch through those calf muscles. If you like, you can inhale, pull the toes towards you, exhale, allow the toes to fall away. Or you can stay in stillness here with our forward fold. During our bleed, we're releasing any stress, We're trying to create environments of less stress, less planning, less stress at home and at work and in the rest of our lives. You might like to bring your chin towards your chest, shake your head yes and no, release through the neck. And when you're ready, we're going to turn over so that our belly is facing the bed or the couch or the floor beneath us. What can be really, really useful for pain management is having a heated blanket or a wheat pillow that you can heat up, or a hot water bottle, and placing it on your lower back or on your uterus here, on your belly, on your ovaries. If you've got glasses, you might like to remove them like me, setting up for a supported child's pose. So we're allowing our knees to fall nice and wide. We're encouraging that downward energy. You might like to massage through the lower back. We're placing our head on a pillow and we're hugging the pillow with our arms. We're shrugging through the shoulders and we're resting here in our child's. You might like to keep that golden thread breath, focusing on the visualization of the golden thread. It's inevitable for our minds to wander, but we can bring ourselves back to that present moment through the breath, through our scent. If we find that our nose is a little blocked, we can blow our nose and we can start to inhale clearly. Inhale the scent of your candle or incense or the smell of your comfortable bed or couch. Resting here, and you might need to continue moving through by coming up to all fours, shaking through the hips. You might like to return to that child's pose where we're resting. You might like to bring your hands around your legs and remove the pillow, come closer down to the earth or the bed or the couch. I'm going to move through whatever positions help us find rest and comfort here. You might like to come to the edge of the couch or the bed into a more upright position. You might like to hug the pillow so that your body is really encouraging that downward energy. Our head and our chest are higher than our hips here. You might like to add a little bit to your inhale and add a bit to your exhale as you purse your lips. We want to make sure that we're sleeping long hours at night, and during the day we're moving in supportive ways like these postures or taking slow walks. You can stay here if you're finding it restful, and you may even start to drift off to sleep. If your hips are starting to feel the pressure, you might like to release that by flipping around to your back. Bringing your soles of your feet under your bum, Bringing one foot up to the sky, making a figure 4 with the feet, allowing your right ankle to land softly on your left knee. You might like to push that knee away just to release through the hip for a little bit here. You might like to bring that knee in to the chest. This is our reclined pigeon. Just to release through the hip softly. We won't stay here long. And we do the other side. It can feel supportive sometimes to release through the hip if there's any tension building. You might like to come up onto the elbows and move one knee towards the bed or the couch or the earth at a time. These are windscreen wipers. This is again just to feel the breath, creating space in the tension, in the back, in the belly, in the thighs. And when you're ready, we're going to come back to rest in our child's. You might like to bring that blanket with you. Take a sip of tea. You might like to pop on some relaxing music and see if you can start to drift to sleep and to rest here. Breathing in through the nose and out through pursed lips. And all of this is an invitation. If something's not feeling right or interesting, you can move through the previous invitation. Our bodies are so in tune with what they need. If something doesn't feel right or interesting, it's best to listen. During our bleed, we're in our Vata dosha state, Ayurvedic philosophy tells us. We're in our element of air and space. As we do our golden thread breath, we can imagine that these elements of air and space and wind, they're moving through us, through the breath, through our body, through our digestion, through this bleed, this cleansing uterine lining that's releasing, and the blood that's flowing. Please stay resting here for as long as you need. This marks the end of our Sky Yoga menstrual flow together. Please come back to this practice whenever your bleed returns or whenever you'd like a rest.